Archiving the build.com API SDK is a straightforward process that involves several key steps. To begin, it is essential to understand the purpose of archiving and the benefits it provides. Archiving the build.com API SDK allows developers to maintain a record of previous versions, track changes, and ensure compliance with regulatory requirements. The first step in archiving the build.com API SDK is to prepare your development environment. This includes setting up a version control system such as Git and creating a new repository for your build.com API SDK project. Next, download the build.com API SDK from the official website and extract the contents to a designated folder. Once the SDK is downloaded and extracted, navigate to the folder and initialize a new Git repository. This will allow you to track changes and maintain a record of previous versions. Use the command line interface to run the initialization command and follow the prompts to set up your repository. After initializing the repository, add the build.com API SDK files to the repository using the appropriate command. This will stage the files for commit, allowing you to review and confirm the changes before creating a permanent record. Review the changes to ensure that all necessary files are included and that there are no errors or issues. The next step is to commit the changes, creating a permanent record of the build.com API SDK version. Use a clear and descriptive commit message to document the changes and provide context for future reference. This message should include information about the version, changes, and any relevant details. With the changes committed, create a tag or release to mark the version of the build.com API SDK. This provides a reference point for tracking changes and maintaining a record of previous versions. Use a standard naming convention for the tag or release, such as the version number or a descriptive label. Finally, push the changes to a remote repository, such as GitHub or Bitbucket, to create a backup and ensure that the archived build.com API SDK is accessible and secure. This provides an additional layer of protection and allows for collaboration and sharing with other developers. Best practices for archiving the build.com API SDK include using a consistent naming convention, maintaining a clear and descriptive commit history, and regularly updating the repository to reflect changes and new versions. By following these steps and best practices, developers can ensure that their build.com API SDK is properly archived and maintained, providing a secure and reliable record of previous versions and changes.